Gary Kimmel. I'm an IT architecture and planning advisor with Microsoft Services in Canada, and we work very closely with our customers to essentially improve the return that they get from the software they've already purchased.
Well, the general concern in the business world right now is with the overall economic climate, of course, right? IT is under constant pressure to save companies money, right? So that part of it hasn't changed. But what's changed is the pressure due to the overall economic climate.
So the natural response from the business is to say, in a time like this, cut back the IT budget. But looking at it from a business perspective, the effective amount that an IT organization spends of a total organization's expenses is typically not more than 5%.
It's not that big a chunk of your overall spend. And B, by cutting those investments, you can also be preventing the ability of the organization to leverage IT as either a profit center, meaning driving projects that will actually increase revenues, or using IT as an enabler to reduce the overall organization's costs.
There are lots of small projects that don't require huge budgets that can make a significant impact.
There are a lot of things that go on in the business that cost them money. There are some of the obvious ones. There's travel. Many of the people I work with spend most of their week traveling between different locations to meet with their counterparts and to work on projects. The ability to reduce travel costs is a tremendous opportunity to reduce overall business expenditures.
So if you can work from home via your internet connection, and provided your organization gives you remote accessibility, which is relatively simple to achieve, provided you do it securely, you're able to cut back on a lot of employee costs that you don't necessarily have to spend at a time like this.
Another thing that's not so often explored is simple consolidation. Do you need, 100 database servers in your data center running at 5–10% utilization?
Start to get ready to consolidate and virtualize what you have. Those are easier technologies to harness. Most organizations have ready access to some form of virtualization, be it hardware, application, user interface, whatever, the full spectrum. Be able to start looking at those.
That's saving both hardware footprints, it's reducing a great deal of waste within the data center as well. So virtualization is a great way to reduce costs, and a lot of our customers are underway with that. There's another emerging trend in cloud computing that gives organizations an opportunity to extend the data center out into the cloud for, to save money on infrastructure costs or people costs, or extend computational power out into the cloud. It's a new model that absolutely has to be explored by everybody, because the cost structure can be compelling.
It really is a very interesting time. Technology is one of those things that allow you to gain value without necessarily a correlated increase in cost. So if you were to hire more people, your productivity would go up, but you'd have a corresponding increase in cost. Whereas technology allows you to invest in it and obtain a disproportional increase in cost. And this kind of economy and this economic climate allows you to really play with that leverage.
If you understand your business and you can frame your projects in terms of business value and defend them, then you will probably have much more success. And if you can frame your projects in terms of business value and alignment that way, you'll probably be able to defend them much easier to your organization.
Having understood what IT needs to do and having understood what the business needs to do, once we couple those two more closely and we work with your teams to do that, that's when we see this dramatic improvement in value obtained. So I think it was in an MIT article, they were discussing the value of most projects, and it was when IT and business were well aligned that there was almost a 10 times improvement in value obtained from a project. And that's ultimately what we're trying to get to.